Taxi Driver isn't just a movie, it's a raw, unforgettable dive into the mind of loneliness, obsession, and the dark streets of 1970s New York. But did you know this iconic film has secrets and quirks that will blow your mind? From shocking behind-the-scenes stories to bizarre casting choices, here are weird facts about Taxi Driver you probably never knew. Robert De Niro's real taxi experience. To truly embody Travis Bickle, Robert De Niro didn't just act, he lived the life of a cab driver. He spent weeks driving a real taxi around New York City, sometimes up to 12 hours a day. This intense method acting helped him capture the solitude, frustration, and paranoia of his character. The experience wasn't just about learning the mechanics of driving a cab. It was a deep dive into observing human behavior, late-night desperation, and the underbelly of the city. De Niro's dedication is why Travis feels so hauntingly real. The filming location was a character. New York City wasn't just a backdrop. It was a living, breathing character in Taxi Driver. Director Martin Scorsese intentionally chose grimy, dark, and sometimes seedy neighborhoods to emphasize Travis's alienation. Areas like Times Square, which was much seedier in the 70s, added authenticity to the narrative. The city's chaos mirrors Travis's inner turmoil, creating an atmosphere so thick that viewers feel the tension in every shot. Scorsese's choice to film in real locations rather than studio sets gave the film an unsettling realism that became legendary in cinema history. Jodie Foster was only 12. The casting of Jodie Foster as Iris shocked many viewers, as she was only 12 years old during filming. To prepare for such a mature role, Foster underwent extensive coaching to understand the emotional depth of a teenage prostitute trapped in a brutal world. Despite her young age, her performance is incredibly nuanced, balancing vulnerability and resilience. The ethical concerns raised by her role were significant, but Scorsese and Foster ensured it was portrayed with sensitivity. Her presence in the film adds an eerie, tragic layer that accentuates Travis's obsession and isolation. The iconic "You talking to me?" scene was improvised. Perhaps the most famous moment in Taxi Driver Travis Bickle's mirror monologue was mostly improvised by De Niro. The line, "You talking to me?" wasn't in the original script. De Niro rehearsed in front of a mirror, adding spontaneous variations. Scorsese loved the authenticity and decided to keep it, knowing it captured Travis's growing disconnect from reality. This improvisation shows the brilliance of actor-director collaboration, where intuition and experimentation lead to unforgettable cinematic moments. Today, it's one of the most quoted lines in film history, demonstrating how spontaneity can define a character. The score adds psychological depth. Bernard Herrmann, a legendary composer, created the haunting, jazzy score for Taxi Driver. His music isn't just background, it reflects Travis's psyche. Herrmann uses tense, brooding melodies to mirror isolation and creeping madness. Scorsese and Herrmann worked closely to ensure the score amplified emotional tension without overshadowing dialogue or visuals. Tragically, Herrmann died just before the film's release, making this one of his final masterpieces. His music has since become inseparable from the film, proving that a composer's vision can profoundly shape the psychological impact of storytelling. The role of Travis Bickle almost went to another actor. Before Robert De Niro became Travis Bickle, Martin Scorsese considered several actors for the role, including Al Pacino and Harvey Keitel. The casting choice was critical, because Travis required a balance of vulnerability, menace, and intense emotional depth. De Niro wasn't the obvious choice at first, but Scorsese believed his unique intensity could capture the character's psychological complexity. De Niro's commitment to method acting, spending time as a real cab driver, and gaining insight into urban loneliness ultimately transformed the role into one of cinema's most iconic anti-heroes. The near casting of Pacino or Keitel shows how close film history came to being completely different, and it highlights the careful decisions behind legendary performances. The controversial violence was inspired by real-life events. The violent climactic scenes in Taxi Driver weren't just cinematic flair. They were partially inspired by real-world events in 1970s New York. Scorsese aimed to reflect the era's urban crime and social unrest authentically. He consulted newspapers, crime reports, and interviews with cab drivers to ground the story in reality. While shocking to audiences at the time, the film's raw depiction of violence serves as social commentary rather than gratuitous spectacle. It forces viewers to confront the psychological consequences of isolation and obsession, showing that Taxi Driver was not just entertainment but a mirror to the city's darker side. Scorsese's cameo is almost invisible. Martin Scorsese makes a subtle appearance in Taxi Driver, but it's so understated that most viewers miss it. He plays a man in a newspaper office, blending seamlessly into the background. This cameo is a quiet nod to Alfred Hitchcock, who was known for appearing in his films. Scorsese's choice to remain almost invisible aligns with the film's themes and omnipresent yet unnoticed influence in the urban environment, much like Travis himself navigating the city unnoticed until moments of explosive action. It's a small detail, but one that cinephiles love to uncover. The ending was originally ambiguous. The original script for Taxi Driver featured a far more ambiguous ending, leaving Travis's fate open to interpretation. Studio executives pushed for a slightly more hopeful conclusion, where Travis seems to regain some sense of normalcy. However, even with this adjustment, Scorsese maintained the underlying tension, allowing viewers to question whether Travis's violent tendencies are truly resolved. This ambiguity contributes to the film's enduring appeal, sparking debates about morality, mental health, and justice. It's a masterclass in balancing audience expectations with artistic integrity, ensuring the film remains thought-provoking decades later. Harvey Keitel's character was originally the lead. Before Travis Bickle dominated the screen, Harvey Keitel's character, Sport, was initially intended to be the film's main focus. Scorsese shifted the story to center on Travis after realizing the psychological depth De Niro could bring. This pivot transformed the narrative from a crime story to a profound character study. Keitel's role, while secondary, remains vital, highlighting the harsh realities of exploitation and survival. The decision to reorient the story demonstrates Scorsese's adaptability as a filmmaker and his instinct for prioritizing character psychology over traditional plot-driven storytelling.